Alright, what's up everyone, my name is Reacts and welcome back to day 2 of the Green Day album reaction marathon. But yeah, how's it going everyone? My name is Night Reacts and welcome back. So, in the last episode of the Green Day Marathon, we reacted to 39 and Smooth, and I mean, it was an alright album. You know, it wasn't anything special, but it showed a lot of potential for the band, which we obviously are about to see that potential bloom later on in this marathon. But today we reacted to their second album, their sophomore indie album, which is their independent album before their debut album Dookie, their album KERPLUNK, which is a kind of a crazy name for an album, but kind of like it. I think that's a really cool name. But yeah, if you haven't already, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. It's free to upload the channel a lot. We're actually on the road to 10,000 subscribers and we're very close to it. But yeah, other than that, hope you guys enjoy this video and I'll see you all later. Bye. Alrighty, so first track is track number 1, 2,000 Light Years Away. Oh, this one's actually really quiet. Never mind, not quiet. I just didn't have my headphones up. Okay. Oh, this is really fun. Oh, I love the production on this. Alright. Okay, so far, right off the bat, compared to the previous album, it's so much better when it comes to, like, the mixing and the production. Like, I can completely understand his vocals. I can hear him perfectly. The vocals aren't clashing with the instrumentals out. Nothing's clashing with each other. Like, it still sounds, like, a little bit messy, but it, like, works in its favor because it actually works very well, you know? Because everything else is still very well done. Alright. Oh yeah, I really like this a lot. That was dope. I really like that. Honestly, for an intro to the album, I'm gonna give that a massive W. I really enjoyed that. I think vocals are great. I think instrumentals are great. So far, compared to the intro to the first album, such a big upgrade. It really kind of sets the stage for what this album is gonna be like. And I think it's just really well produced. And it does feel like there was a lot more work put into it. So it seems like they probably got a bigger budget to work with this track. So yeah, I'm very excited for the next track, which is one for the Razorbacks. Okay. Alright. Ah, this is a fun song. Oh, I really like that guitar riff. Sorry if I haven't really talked much to this song. I'm just really enjoying myself, really. Yeah, I really like that. I think vocally it was great. Instrumentally it was great. Lyrically it was great. I don't like it as much as I like the first one. I think the first one was a little bit better. But I still give it like a pretty decent W. I know, again, I didn't talk throughout that track much. I just really was kind of vibing out to the track, which probably isn't great for like the YouTube version of this video because that means like most of the song's gonna get cut out. But I don't know. I enjoyed myself. I vibed out to it. That's all that really matters. But on to the next one, which is Welcome to Paradise. Alright. Alright. I like this one. Alright. Yeah, I like the lyrics of this one a lot. Ooh. Hold on. Ooh, I like this. That guitar riff is crazy. Or bass riff. Okay, well, that's kind of crazy. Yo, this one's good. I feel like my only issue with Green Day is it's very hard to like really get into the nitty-gritty of them because there's not much to really talk about. They're kind of they're pretty blunt with what they're saying, so I feel like I don't have that like feeling where I need to actually like go into detail of what they're talking about lyrically. And plus, instrumentally, it doesn't seem like they've really done anything like too insane or like groundbreaking to where I have to like really pointed out, so it's hard for me to really like be very constructive of it. But yeah, so far it's a really good track. Like, it's a fun track. I'm not really, it's nothing like too insane, but it's a very fun track. This honestly might be my favorite track so far. That was good. I liked it. Again, I'm gonna give that a very high W. I think instrumentally it was great. I think lyrically it was great. Vocally it was great. I just don't got a problem with it. And honestly, I think that is probably my favorite song so far of these 3 tracks that we listened to. I just feel like this was the most well-rounded track out of the past 3. I mean, still, I love the first track. I think the first track's great also. The second track is pretty solid, but I don't know. I don't think I would really return to the second track. But this track and the first track, I would also 100% return to. But yeah, on to the next track, which is Christie Road. Ooh, I like the bass on this one. Okay. This is really good. It's a little slow, but it's cool. Ooh. Hold on. Well, I love this change up. Alright. That was cool. I love that. That was Christie Road. Another W. Yeah, so far I will say I think this album's a lot more cohesive than last time. I feel like the last album was very like lackluster. It was cohesive to an extent, but I felt like it was very messy too. I feel like the last album wasn't that cohesive, but then again, we are only 4 tracks in, so this could change up at any moment. But yeah, I really like that. I think the vocals are great. Again, pretty much just like the last tracks. It's just a great track. It's a fun track. I really love that switch up in between. I think that was really great. Genuinely, so far, I'm very shocked on how well made these past 4 songs were. Because I was kind of expecting this to kind of be similar to the last album, where it was like they were okay tracks, but nothing like too insane. But so far, I'm honestly pretty surprised. But yeah, on to the next track, which is Private Ale. Right? Oh, this one's a very short one. Well, I don't know what's being said right now. This one's cool. Sorry, again, I haven't really talked much with this one. I feel like that's kind of an issue with this album. That was a cool one. I liked it. That was loud. But yeah, that was Private Ale. I'm gonna give that a light W. I don't think I've liked it. I think this is my least favorite out the 5 so far. I think instrumentally it was pretty solid. Lyrically it was okay, but I do think that it felt a little bit more messier than the last few tracks. And I think it's definitely the most kind of like forgettable track so far. Like, it just kind of felt like the most whatever. But yeah, I'm not gonna really let that hinder this album, because I'm very excited. I'm having a lot of fun right now. Let's get into the next track, the 6th track, which means we're already halfway done this album, which is crazy to think about. Dominated Love Slave? Okay.
I wanna be, you can spank me when I do not behave. Mac, and I love it when you hurt me.
Okay.
So dry and cheap. And
Uh,
I love it when you hurt me.
on to the next track, One of My Lies. Alright. Okay. Oh, this one's cool. I like this one. This one's alright. I don't mind this one. I like the outros to some of these songs. Like, they're really cool. That was cool. I liked it. I'll give that like a light W also. I don't think it's my favorite track on the album. Again, sorry, just another track that I didn't really talk through much. Kind of just vibing out to, grooving to it. Yeah, it was alright. I think instrumentally was alright. Lyrically was kind of whatever, nothing much. Yeah, I think that's kind of like my only like major issue with these past two albums so far. I just feel like there's just not too much to talk about. And it's hard for me because I normally react to albums where there's a lot to talk about. I mean, looking at, you know, Radiohead albums, 21 Pilots, like any album. But I feel like when it comes to Green Day, there's not too much to talk about. It's an okay song. It's a whatever song. But on to the next track, track number 880. Alright. Alright. I like this one a lot. This one's really good. Yeah, this one was good. I didn't mind it. I feel like the more I think about it, maybe I'm just like overthinking it, but I feel like there's just not I feel like I broke in record saying this. There's not much to talk about here, and it's really like annoying me because normally when I react to albums, there's stuff to talk about. With this album, there's just really nothing to talk about. I'm not saying the music is bad because I am like enjoying myself, but I don't know. I just feel like it's nothing like special. But yeah, that was 80. I really did like that though. It's a fun song. It's a groovy song. It's definitely a song that if it were to play, I wouldn't skip. I would definitely listen to. It's just not a song that I would really go out of my way to listen to, you know? And I feel like that's kind of the issue with most of these tracks outside of maybe, I don't know, 2,000 Light Years Away and Welcome to Paradise. But so far, most of these have been kind of the same circumstances. Yeah, on to the next track, which is Android. Alright. Yeah, I'm really liking this one. This actually might be one of my favorites so far. See, I don't like it when they start using like crap sounds and, you know. That was good. I like that one. That one actually got me hyped for the next one. But yeah, that was W, by the way. Really like that. That was Android. I really enjoyed that. I think the lyrics were great on that one. I think instrumentally was great. Vocally was great. I think I was a lot more invested in that one than I was the last few tracks. I know, again, no talking. I'm just kind of vibing out at this point. But yeah, that was such an enjoyable song. I'm actually going to add that one. I really like that. I'm adding that one. And I'm adding 2,000 Light Years Away and Welcome to Paradise. I really like those songs a lot. But yeah, on to the next one, which is No One Knows. Alright. Very long intro. Okay. Ooh, okay. Whoa. Okay. Ooh, I really like this. Whoa. Okay. Oh, I really like this. Okay. I really like this. A lot, actually. This might be my favorite one so far. Whoa. That was really good. That kind of reminded me of like some of their songs from like the early 2000s. I don't know why, but yeah, I really love that. That was No One Knows. Instrumentally, that was great. Lyrically, great. Vocally, amazing. Yeah, this is by far my favorite out the album. I'm adding that 100%. That was actually a really cool track. That was very cool. I like that. But yeah, on to the next one. Who wrote Holden Caulfield? Okay. Ooh, okay. Man, these songs are very short, and it's very, like, weird, because I'm not used to listening to such short songs, you know? Alright. Yeah, this one's alright. Nice little guitar riff. I like that electric guitar. Hey. That was cool. I really enjoyed that one. That was just one that like I feel like I could listen to while driving. You know, I really enjoyed that one. Again, another massive W. Instrumentally, that was great. Lyrically, vocally, I feel like so far this album has been so much more cohesive than the last album. Apart from like quite a few tracks, it's pretty good so far. I'm enjoying myself. But yeah, onto the final track, which is Words I Might Have Ate. Then we can go on to the review. Alright. Hey. I feel like this one's very lackluster. I don't know. I feel like it's missing something. I don't know why. Yeah, I still don't know why. Yeah, that was an alright outro. I didn't mind that. I think instrumentally was good. Lyrically, it was alright. I feel like it was probably one of the more lackluster tracks on the album. Especially for it being the final track on the album. I feel like it should have been a little bit more. I don't know. I just feel like this could have been thrown in the middle and be like a filler track, to be honest. So yeah, it's definitely like a light W. Yeah, we did it. We react. Okay, autofocus. Come on, let's chill with the lighting. But yeah, that was it. We reacted to KERPLUNK, their second album. Yeah, I thought it was an alright album. I don't really got too many complaints. I think that it's a lot better than the first album. I feel like the first album, especially even after listening to this, I think the first album shrunk on me even more. I think instrumentally this album was pretty good. Lyrically this album was pretty good. Vocally this album was pretty good. I think again my biggest complaints are the fact that it still feels, you know, it's like, okay, how do I explain this? I want to explain this good, that's why. I think outside of the fact that it is a lot more cohesive than the last album and it's a lot better mixed and stuff, I still feel like it kind of lacks in that kind of like replayability factor and lacks in that like having me kind of wanting to go back to it. Like, yeah, there are like a pretty solid amount of decent tracks on here to where like I actually added them, but I feel like the rest of the album, outside of those like 4 tracks, the rest of the album I would never return to. Like, they're just kind of whatever tracks. Now maybe I'm being too hard, I don't know, but these are mainly just my opinions. I feel like this shows their potential. You know, it definitely shows their potential, and it definitely shows that they got something and that they were onto something that would proceed to lead into their next albums. And I do feel like they did start finding their sound a lot more in this album that was lacking in the last album. They kind of figured out what they wanted to do with the band and what direction they wanted to go with it. Because again, like I said, very cohesive. Feel like just has way too many lackluster tracks, and for them even being like very short, because this is only like a 33-minute album, for them being the length that they are and for it being as short as it is, I still feel like it dragged on a lot, especially through some of the tracks, because yeah, I did vibe out to a lot of tracks, but I do feel like some of the other tracks kind of like had me, you know, wanting to doze off a little bit, zone out, and, you know, browse on my computer a little bit, which I will admittedly, it happened a few times, which if you watch the full song version of this video that's going to be on my Patreon, you will probably notice that. But yeah, altogether, I don't think it's bad. I think it's a pretty solid album. And I'll probably give it a 7, you know? I don't think it's bad, but I don't think it's anything special, to be honest. And it's definitely not an album that I would ever return to. And even the songs that I did like on this album, I probably wouldn't go out of my way still to listen to, even though I did add them. But they're definitely those type of songs that, like, if they start playing on one of my playlists, I'll let it play. You know, I'll let them play out. Definitely like good background music, but I don't think they're very good to just really sit down and listen to. But yeah, let me know, because I really do want to know what your guys' opinion on these albums are. But yeah, thank you guys so much for joining me in episode 2 of the Green Day album marathon. Let me know what you guys think of the album, and let me know what else you guys want me to react to. Subscribe to the channel, turn on notification bell so you know if I have time to upload. Make sure you guys go check out my A2Y, where I will be leaving a very, a lot more of a detailed review and a lot more of a cohesive review on this album. But yeah, other than that, I hope you guys have an amazing day, night, evening, wherever you are. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace.
I make it look effortless. I make it look effortless. Tell you what, I don't need to preface it. I'm filling my cup, but it's still half empty. I feel like a pessimist. She thinks she in love, but she only half met me. She don't get